All right, hey guys, this is not super stable. I don't know what's going on, but okay. So I just was getting to the point where like I have almost the whole backing stitched on, and I was thinking of two things to share. One, kind of cutting away all this excess fabric might be easier for me to work with it. That was one thing I wanted to mention. And then also sewing on the ribbon for the ornament. I have it pinned already, but I'm going to redo that because I just thought of sharing that. But essentially, so right now the ornament is inside out because I'm stitching on the backing. And I wanted to add a way to hang it. So I just found some spare ribbon. This probably isn't the best color scheme, as I was saying to you yesterday. Same with the backing, but it's kind of Christmassy, I guess. So I just grabbed it, I looped it, and I made it kind of a larger loop. And then now I'm putting it in to what do you call this? The pocket, the stitch, the who knows what. Kind of shoving it in there. And then I'm going to lay it flat where I want the ornament to hang from. So I guess I chose to hang it from this peak. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but that's what we're going for. And I'm going to cut off this excess because just be easier for me to work with. And then I'm going to pin it at the top here. And initially I actually had it overlapping so it lays a little bit better. And then I just pinned it simply to the backing so that when it's time for me to, or when I'm stitched up, I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap to put some stuffing in, just to make it like a little bit more like a plush ornament. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stitch up and stitch that ribbon in. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. I don't know why I made this so tight, but I did. Oh my goodness. I'm like forgetting how to tie a knot. Yeah, so no biggie. I don't normally tie knots on my cross stitching pieces. I typically just tuck the tail, but this is my first time adding a backing in like a really long time and actually creating a utilitarian piece from it. So I'm trying something new. I guess I'm not really trying something new. I'm just like making it extra secure. And I think that the black Ida, you guys have to tell me. I think it's really fun because it like really creates a pop of color. And I'm curious to see how this like turns out. But I will say, whoa, sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't in the camera shot. I will say that it's like very hard to stitch with. I have been stitching while nursing my daughter at night, and it's hard to work with obviously in the dark because it's dark fabric, whereas like when I work on some of my other pieces that have light fabric, I'm able to work in like low light situations like totally fine. So that's been delaying progress, and oh well, but I don't know why I'm sharing that. I guess I'm looking to commiserate if anybody else works with dark Ida, and I would assume you run into the same problems. Okay, so here I am about to stitch in the ribbon and make sure that it's secure. Oops, just made a knot. Whoopsies, okay. And I'm gonna need to remove this other needle in a second here. And then, my goodness, Where are the holes? Okay. I think I got it. And then I needed to like check my work and make sure that I actually, oh goodness me. There we go. Now I need to make sure that I actually got the ribbon. I'm hoping that this whole time this shot has been, and I think I was saying on the last video too, like I definitely could have sped up this process by not hand stitching it. I think that's what I'll do with my other one that I'm making, but oh well. Okay, it looks like I did get that. Doesn't look very secure though, so maybe we needed to do, I mean, it's probably fine. That's fine. There's like 3 or 4 stitches in there. Whatever. Okay, and the other thing I was thinking was like, I kind of want to make this hole as small as possible for like where I'm shoving stuffing in, because I don't know, I'm not very good at like hiding stitches. Like when it's, like when you're completing a pillow. Anyway, okay. And I literally recently just did a video on this, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my stitch. I just did a video on this literally a second ago, but pretty much just like, I wanna move this stitch over here. So I'm just like tucking my thread behind the seams. And then I'm going to, because I think I want my hole more in like a flat space, not at a peak, because I don't want it to be pointy randomly. So I'm going to, and I still need to make it like a big enough hole in order to shove the whole, all this fabric through it. So I can't have it teeny, teeny, tiny. And I'm hoping that that's making sense. Like I was saying, I am not good at talking and cross stitching. Didn't realize that that was like a skill, but I guess I'll get better at it. Okay. Okay, that feels like I'm getting a little too small. So I'm gonna tie this off, and then I'm going to tuck it. I guess I didn't really need to tie it off. Oh well. Tuck that back, trim. I need to find my really nice scissors. These are not the nicest. Okay, so now I'm going to cut like all the excess fabric off. So that I can turn it right side in. Oh my goodness, these scissors are not great. Sorry, crew. I need to find my nice fabric scissors. My grandma always taught me, she got me like really nice fabric scissors. And for Christmas, like a decade ago. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I'm in the shot. Sorry, guys. I need to like figure out this tripod situation, but you can tell I'm just kind of going with the flow over here. Okay, let's see. Am I even cutting fabric? No one knows. I'm like way too excited to turn this right side right. I don't even have the patience. Okay, I'm gonna leave a bit here so I can like sew that down. So I'm not gonna like cut that super close, because I want to be able to like tuck it and then sew it shut once we turn it and we stuff it. Okay. Hey. Hi. Okay. Oh no, maybe I made the hole too small. let's see. This might be the death of my hands because I think I was telling you guys about my carpal tunnel situation. Oh no, Susan. I probably like made this. Shoot, you guys, what are the tips? I think I just need to like get one corner through. Oh no. Oh no. Think I can do it? Will I be able to? Is this the most frustrating thing you've ever seen in your life? Not really. Okay. I can get part of it out. Oh no, you guys. Why did I do this to myself? Dang it. Oh dear. See, like I just don't have good like grip strength right now. Well, here's my... Oh my goodness, come on. I'm gonna need like pliers. You can do it. See, now that I've gained momentum, this is painful. Maybe I made, okay, lesson learned. I made the hole a little too small for this really stiff fabric to flip. But it's kind of working. Okay, we're getting there. We just had to get that like initial pull through. Whew. Jeez, that was a doozy. All right, so now we're popping out each corner. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ooh, it looks like I should have given it a little bit more space. I was saying this too before when I was like testing this. I probably should have given it more space around the border, like as I was stitching this on, so that these star points would like be a bit more pronounced, because like they're gonna, which it's fine, like no big deal, but if you choose to create one of these yourself, that's something that I would have suggested for sure. Or I mean, I wish I did differently, but I can do it on the next one. Okay, super close. Working on pushing these out. Yay. So you can kind of see the structure coming together, and then we'll put just a little bit of stuffing in there, and then it'll be a Christmas ornament for my sweet girl who is obsessed with Frozen. So I wanted to make her like a Norwegian snowflake thing. Another tip is taking your needle and pulling out the corner. My mom taught me this, so that your corners are more pronounced. And I just used like extra string for stitching my backing on. And you can see the different colors. Like, I don't really care because it's like crafty, artsy fartsy, but if I were giving this as a gift to not a kiddo, like maybe like a more serious gift giving moment, then maybe I would use the same color string as, well, first of all, I probably wouldn't be using a neon pink background, but my daughter loves the color pink and blue. So that's why and I just had pink on hand, like as spare backing fabric. But I would probably use like a color. So like I stretched those stitches pretty bad. And I'm gonna seal this once I add stuffing, but like I would probably use something that like wouldn't be so obvious here. I mean, whatever. It's a fun, crafty ornament, but pointing that out because someone else probably will. Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. So I'll get it stuffed and then seal it and show you guys the final product and the update on this guy. So they're gonna be like, this one's more of a blue tones, this one's more like neon pink corals plus like some purples and oranges, which it's kind of hard to see these colors on screen here. And just like a small bit of pop of blue. So basically like opposite of this guy for my other daughter. So that's the plan. And yeah, excited to see where this kind of ends up. Okay, cool. Talk to you guys soon.